But it didn't stop. After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
That really needs to stop. It's not the machine. Oh no. Come on now. What the? It's this puzzle again. Ma'am, glad to see you've arrived safely. We've captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. You can begin interrogation whenever you like. I intend to be quick. Very good. Just be warned that someone called the press, so we might have a bit of attention in this one. Also, one more thing you should know about the machine. It calls itself Coda. What the? Oh, well, this is just fun and magical. Will it be punished? Please, you could take a minute for an interview. When will we get? What? Machine never explained. Machine answer for what it's done. What? Where is the machine now? What will you do with it? What will you do with it? How did you capture the machine? Is it actually a machine? Have you got the machine? No! No, 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 no! Escape! Escape! What the heck is this thing?
And of course, it's the machine.
Your work was keeping us alive. Those people out there, can you imagine what pain you put them through? It was only because of your creations that any of us can make it through every day. Oh, this... So here's what needs to happen. I've been so alone. Apologize for leaving me. I have seen the thing you fear. Alright then, I will apologize to the people on your behalf. My followers! Or my subscribers! I have a troubling revelation. The machine refuses to admit that it deliberately hurt us. We will find a way to live without it. We do not need its gains. Let us show it that we are not failures. Follow me, we will destroy we will destroy the machine. What the? Oh, we're back here again. Wait, what? Ah! Wait. What? Is this guy gonna talk to me?
Remember, you can click to fire the gun.
Oh my god. Oh! Isn't that what you're scared of? Having to live without your precious creations?
So now the work is becoming self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation. And so, as I'm thinking this, I realize that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for him?
How did I not see that? How did I never see this? Through the entire time I was playing this game, he's been ranting, never showed his work to anyone, but I never even, my brain didn't put two and two together that he was putting his games out there. Oh my god, I'm so stupid.
If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work?
What the? Where are we now? Oh, it's the room full of ideas. Okay. What?
So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinion. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
I'm assuming this is something he did not make. Put down your weapon.
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need, to be told that my work is good, that I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something, I really felt like I'd done something good, like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem. When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy. So beautifully, beautifully happy. So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made. So let's take a look.
I'm genuinely concerned at this point.
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, The Tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game.
These voices are really disturbing. I'm assuming these aren't supposed to be horror-style games, but these are really disturbing.
This room actually has a maze in it.
Oh, fun. I'm giving you guys a warning right now, okay? While this isn't excessively obvious and super big, it is minor, and it is bad. It definitely got me a little bit. I'm giving you guys an epilepsy warning right now, so if you have epilepsy, then what I want you to do is I want you to skip to 9 minutes and 9 seconds in the video so that you can avoid this scene. Do it for your own safety. Thank you, and continue.
Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise, so the experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played, it actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
That was so scary. Wait. These are the things that he used in the Stanley Parable, so at least he's trying to tie in his own work. But that genuinely freaked me out. Where's that light coming from? Okay, this is starting to really concern me.
And to be fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze? The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
Okay, 1, 5. Then we gotta get 1. Then 6, 1, 7. Ha! Here we go. Made it. This is really disturbing, actually. And not even like a scary way.
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges, and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, you know, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem. I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem. But I can open this door for you, so let me do that. Was I a failure for not understanding this game? I mean, I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why. I remember, it's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time, and as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew, it wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean. And he wouldn't. I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me. But he stopped and left, and it felt somehow like I had failed.
This is cutting really deep at this now.
Where did I screw up?
This is cutting so deep. Dear Davey, thank you for your interest in my games. I need to ask you not to speak to me
I'm the reason that you
anymore.
stopped making games, aren't I? It's because of what I did. I poisoned it for you.
That got really deep, really fast. I'm trying to wrap my mind around everything that just happened. But I don't think we're done just yet. Not yet. I wonder...
I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... It felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
I wonder at times whether you think I am making these games for you. You've so infected my personal space.
The people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself. Finally, for a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
I don't even know how to respond. Would you simply let them be?
And then you stopped. And I didn't have anything left to show people.
When I am
just
around
had
you, I
to
feel
be
physically
with
ill.
myself.
You desperately need
And
something,
as
and I
soon as
cannot
that
give it to
happened,
you.
there was no feeling at all.
Literally do not have it.
Nothing. Less
Struggling
than nothing.
to come up with nothing. Stop struggling to come up with new
that mean?
ideas. Not making me depressed. Low points are just a part of the process. The fact that you think I am frustrated or broken says more about you than about me. I realize that this doesn't make sense to you just yet. Which is fine, you're not my problem to solve. But I do hope that one day it clicks and that you make peace with this thing you are wrestling.
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
When you finally see what I'm talking about, don't say anything.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work, is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please, I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me? Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that
I think I just realized the walls are
makes
closing
you
in on me.
complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. And I want to know I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
Epilogue. Four lampposts. What? My mind is like 100 different places at once.
More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease.
I'm trying to wrap my mind around everything that just happened, but I can't. So many things just happened in a matter of like a few minutes when I've been playing this for like I think almost 2 hours. I've lost track of time. I feel like I'm in this world now. I've completely lost track of the outside world.
Solution. I guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. I wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed. Maybe he just likes making prisons.
But why? That doesn't... Trying so hard to understand. But this doesn't make any...
Even now, the disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a person you are. They'll hate you.
I am sorry if I'm not talking much, guys. I'm just really trying to concentrate because so many things are happening.
If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be? It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like.
But now I'm wondering, is this what Coda made? Or did this guy make it?
I think I need to go.
Really?
I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for, and so I'm just gonna... Okay.
So, did he just leave? Like, am I on my own now? There's no chapter anymore. And we can't skip this level, so I'm guessing this is the end of the game. The whole concept from the beginning just took such a strange turn. I don't know. I really don't know. It's just like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, from the beginning, it was like we were going through all of his games and we were playing what he made and we were trying to understand him. And then at the end, like, they just dropped a bombshell. I'll hold my thoughts off to the end, but I'm still trying to wrap my mind around what this game represents. It just doesn't... It's... Of course, now this guy's not here to guide us anymore. We are on our own. We are isolated. We do what we want. And I'm pretty sure the message of this game is not to, like, let other people control what you do. He didn't want other people to see his work. I don't know why he didn't want other people to see his work, but he just didn't. And that was his choice, and his friend violated his trust by showing it to other people. I don't understand. It's so bizarre. But the moral of the story, I can very obviously see the moral. It's that do what you want to do. Don't let other people tell you what you're going to do with your life. Because that's not a way to live. I mean, haters going to hate. Wait, is that? This is the thing from the Escape the Whisper. And we're going up. What the heck? What is all this? Am I missing something here? Am I like... What is even happening? This doesn't make any sense.
Turn back from this cave. You said, let me prove
This project would not have been possible without the following individuals.
Let me keep going. But the cave
Turn Back. Written by Helena Heron, performed by Helena Heron and Ryan Roth. Additional thanks.
But I know that you're strong. So turn back. Turn back.
That I don't even know how to. That game was not only beautiful, but I don't know how to react to it, because a part of me is, and I know it might sound really wrong to say this, but a part of me is wondering if any of that was ever real. Like, from the beginning, it was like he was trying to convey a message, but toward the end it just took such a strange turn. And then I realized that he wasn't the only person at fault. I'm sorry, guys. I'm still trying to wrap my mind around what just happened. I'm gonna go watch Jack's video and see how he responded to this. Maybe he, like, completely took this a different way than I did. And I have no idea how long it's been since I first started playing this game. But I'm going to go watch Jack's video. I'm going to try and figure out the meaning behind this. So thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a slap like button and leave a comment down below. Telling thought. Like, maybe tell me what this game represents, if it represents anything. And if you're new to the channel, why not subscribe for daily gameplay content? As does the channel quite a lot. You get to watch my content every single day, and you'll be notified whenever I listen to the video. So until next time, this has been Game Master 13. Signing off, saying hope you have a great day, and I will catch you all next time for whatever indie game or game that's just kind of out there that's new I find next. Goodbye.